will you root for Anthony Rizzo? And I know, like, it hurt you. You were like, oh, I don't want to see Schwarber win another World Series with the Phillies. What about Rizzo getting back to his first World Series?
I mean, I guess in some ways it's different because, like, no matter what happens in this World Series, unless Anthony Rizzo just has, like, an insane, memorable moment that people talk about for years to come, I still think more people are always going to remember him for being a Cub because he's not the star on this team. It's Juan Soto and Aaron Judge. This is like he is in the back half of his career. He hasn't even really been that good the last couple years because of injuries, you know. So in some ways, because of that, I'm rooting for the Yankees over the Dodgers here. I'd rather both teams lose personally, but yeah, that's the only reason that I will root for the Yankees is because I want to see Rizzo be happy.
You're forgetting people on the East Coast.
No, I know.
They're gonna be like, Rizzo, he play for the Cubs? Rizzo play for the Cubs? I don't think so.
I just like like I said when I walked into the office today, it's like if it was up to me, this would be a 4-game sweep, be over with because I don't care.
It is kind of interesting seeing Rizzo, and he's hitting really well in the playoffs this year. Like he's hit pretty well, but like I think the most memorable thing he's been a part of was that error with the Mark Letter Jr. against whatever day that was, Saturday night or whatever, and like that would have been like that. Like that's the thing that like stands out. He's had a couple big hits as well. Like I said, he's hit really well.
But then he also started the rally right.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it's like that would have been had he not done it, like that would have been the thing that's like sticking in people's minds about it. So like, it is nice to see Rizzo, especially as a guy that didn't want to leave Chicago, wanted to be here, didn't feel like he got the offer he didn't get the offer he felt like he deserved. Got traded to the Yankees, has stuck with them the last 3 years, and has dealt with a lot as far as injuries go. And like was a concussion last year, right? That ended his season.
Collision that he had.
Yeah. So dealt with a lot in New York, and now they're in the World Series, and obviously Juan Soto is Juan Soto, Aaron Judge is Aaron Judge, and Giancarlo Stanton figured out how to hit again. He's hitting home runs like crazy. Like those are the 3 guys that are carrying them right now offensively. But like Rizzo's in there too, contributing, and it's just nice to see for a guy who has dealt with a bunch of stuff the last few years to have some success there when they've needed him.
It's different because like Schwarber is looked at as like a core piece with Philadelphia, and so like my fear always was if he wins a World Series with Philly, being a core member of that team, like he'll be remembered more so for that in his career with Philly than the Cubs. He's had the prime of his career has been with the Phillies, no doubt, right? But I think you still will remember him more so for his World Series with the Cubs and how he came back off the ACL injury and all of that.
We will
for sure.
We will for sure.
But even around the league, I feel like that it would still be looked at as that. But with Rizzo, like Chef Kevin says in the chat, like Rizzo's a role player on this team with the Yankees now, which is crazy considering, like Ryan said, he's been hitting this postseason, and we know what he is when he's hitting, and that's still a really good hitter.
We all silly like the mayor.